The Fanatical Massholes Show is sponsored by Big Belly Barbecue. If you're looking to get a plate or looking to try something different, hit up Timothy Brunfield, Timothy D. Brunfield on Facebook, Fat Boy the Chef on Instagram. Big Belly Barbecue is the name of his company. He specializes in fried lobster tail, lobster mac and cheese, Cajun wings, the works, etc., etc. He has all that and more. Like I said, if you're looking to get catered, he'll take care of you. You will not be disappointed. Big Belly Barbecue is the name of his company. Fat Boy the Chef on Instagram. Timothy D. Brunfield on Facebook. Check them out. All right, let's get to the show.
This bread like me and my brother Mysterious. My brother Polo. You know we coming like, yeah. Sign my name up on the check, I couldn't wait now. Got me puffing on this cloud, never came down. Big faces, see the looks up on they face now. Could've been up, but you ain't stayed down. Sign my name up on the check, I couldn't wait now. Got me puffing on this cloud, never came down. Big faces, see the looks up on they face now.
Hey, yo!
Could've been up, but you ain't stayed down. Up in the cut, that's some bread I could never touch.
Good evening. Welcome to the best sports show going on in the net right now. It is the Fanatical Massholes Show, where we give you our unedited, unfiltered, unapologetic opinion for the sports fanatics by fellow sports fanatics. It's your boy Mizzo. I got my guys with me as usual. Insane Lex, Wakil. What's going on, fellas?
What it do? What's happening, bro?
Man, I can't call it. Man, you know, it's dog days of January, but we ain't even. It's just beginning of January. I'm saying, like, 37 degrees felt like 50 out here today. I'm like, shit, because we've been in the 20s. I know to y'all, that's nothing. Y'all get -9 and y'all be yummy, but up out here, that shit was cold as hell out here, man. With the wind, yeah, man, we was catching it. It was ugly out here.
Yeah, we've been in the 20s. We've been in the 20s, and it's been feeling like 9 degrees. Like, but no snow,
damn.
Really.
I know. How long was you out in Houston for, bro? You used to it yet? You used to the cold?
I mean, I got acclimated
his nature.
into the cold, so yeah.
All right. We losing you a little bit. Let's get you right. Let's get you in the right spot so they can hear you, so the people can see you and you ain't lagging on us. But all right, we got a good show for y'all today. It's playoffs time, baby. It means the season's winding down, but you know we got our special picks for the playoffs. We're gonna get into that, and we also giving you, you know, our tight. All right, you know how we do. Around this time of the season, for depending on the sport, all the teams that are going home, on going to Cancun, we're going to break it down. If we are a fan of the team, how we feeling about the state of our team. And we're going to get, obviously, the main topic, though, is going to be about the coaches that was just fired this week. Do coaches have a long enough runway, I should say? Do they have enough time to develop their program and get things right? So we're going to get into that and more. And as always, like, subscribe, share, comment, support the movement. Don't forget to like. You see the sweater? Shout out my wife. So don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, support them. I'll say it again. All right, fellas, let's get into it. So we had some firings this week. Well, Gerard Mayo lost his job on Sunday, right after the Patriots game. Antonio Pierce was let go a couple days later. And they really only had one season, them two guys. In particular, I'm talking about them. Obviously, Jacksonville, Doug Peterson, he was fired. They kept the GM, which is weird. I don't get that. Like, they should want the GM and coach to be in tandem. You know what I'm saying? Kind of do it together type deal. That did happen. So I'm more focused on, and it's not just about, obviously, we know what happened earlier this year with, like, you know, the Jets coach. Rob Saleh was fired. And, you know, Dennis Allen was fired for the Saints and things like that. So, but I'm more focused on, like, the one and done, basically. The coaches that only get a year or two. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like when it comes to Gerard Mayo, he got a badge. Listen, don't get me wrong. He made some blunders, some bozo moves, especially with the media. Calling your team soft, not saying we played soft, just saying, yo, we're a soft football team. We know that's the ultimate cardinal sin. Like, you can't do nothing like that. Belichick's never done it. The greatest coaches don't do it. He was out of pocket for that. I got it. But some players loved him. What he did with Drake May should have went far. He made sure he didn't put Drake May in right away. You know what I'm saying? Even though the old line was still beat up and Drake May was sometimes running for his life. But he developed them well. And the Patriots know now they got a quarterback. Drake May's not shell-shocked. That should mean something. You know what I mean? No, the defense wasn't that great. But I mean, look at the roster that he had. I just feel like, and obviously Antonio Pierce, the same thing. He was an interim coach last year, took over Josh McDaniels. You see what happened. You know what I mean? He got the vote of confidence from Devontae Adams. What happens a couple weeks into the season? Devontae don't want to really be there. And everybody kind of knew that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like Devontae was kind of the same way with the Bears situation and the Jets situation. Like, why didn't you fire him last season? The Raiders should have been like, yo, Devontae, like, what's up, bro? Like, seriously, y'all, they should have sat down, cup of coffee. What's up, bro? What's going on? Like, do you want to be here or not? For real. Like, it's not about, you know what I mean? Like, what does Mike Tomlin say? I want volunteers, not hostages. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you felt like he was keeping them there, you should have talked to him. I'm not saying they didn't. Maybe they did, and whatever he said, he felt like he was ready. He wanted to stay. Obviously, you know what I mean, rocking with Antonio Pierce, and then things happened. He left. But I feel like he didn't get into a fair shape. You know what I mean? Like, 1 year, to me, is not enough. You know, I know, y'all going to go. My thing is, I think coaches deserve 5 years. Give them 5 years to develop this thing. If you can't get it done in 5 years, okay. See where it's at. Now, if you're kind of iffy, you know what I mean? Give them 1 more year extension. But if you're doing your thing, yeah, give them another 3-year extension. Obviously, if you're not performing right, you got to go. That's my opinion, man. I just think they need, like, there's so much turnover in the NFL. And obviously, forget about the money because it ain't my money. But I'm just saying, all these coaches are getting paid to either be working somewhere else or by another team that fired them. Like, why not just let this thing build out? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Steelers and even the Patriots. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, Belichick was winning, so it doesn't matter. But I'm just saying, you know, Belichick's been there forever. Like, I thought they would keep that going, the whole Patriot way. But like everybody has said, the Patriot way is dead to me. Like, that whole, like, Robert Kraft, you bungled this whole thing by saying, oh, I put him in an untenable situation. Okay, but you knew that. You knew he was a first-year coach going in. You knew he didn't have any experience on the coaching as far as coaching like that. I think he was like a defensive assistant. Like, you knew that, and you still put him in there. Knowing he's following a legend, one of the greatest coaches ever, if not the greatest coach ever, and you stuck him in there anyway. And now you're going for Mike Vrabel, who is definitely more qualified. You should have anyway. Mike Vrabel was available last year. You should have just hired him then. And all this, you see who he's trying to interview. The whole black interview and the black coach. Look, I'm not even saying that's what Bob Kraft's about, but he's got to do it for the Rooney Rule. Miss me with that, man. Stop it. Yeah, we know everybody in the world. This is the worst kept secret ever. We know who you going for. Mike Vrabel went and took that interview with the Jets simply to put the heat and turn it up on the Patriots. Yo, look, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I like Gerard Mayo, but you know what it is. And what did they do? Go ahead. Then you should have did that last year because he was available last year. That's my whole thing, man. Give the coaches 5 years, let them develop. And if they don't in 5 years, then get rid of them. If it's an absolute disaster, give them 3 then. But it's got to be an absolute disaster, firestorm. You know, worst of the worst in like 3 years before I can say, yo, go ahead, get rid of them. You know what I'm saying? Yo.
You good? You good now?
No, I was gonna say that the
okay. You want to say? Okay, go ahead.
When you get rid of the coach and then you still got the GM, because the GM and the coach supposed to go hand in hand. That's what's wrong with the Bears. That's why they so dysfunctional. That's what's wrong with Jacksonville. That's why they so dysfunctional. You know, again, shout out, even though I criticize your Commanders, they flipped it a whole 360.
Well, new ownership. I mean, if Daniel Snyder was still there, you know, we'd be 1-15
that's what I'm saying.
In the draft again.
But that's what I'm saying. It starts with the ownership. And then it starts with building it up from there. And you get great results. So, yeah, as far as the Gerard Mayo situation, he should have got more time and so should Antonio Pierce. But, you know.
Or you shouldn't have hired him. I get it. Before Lex goes, I get it. You hired him because you promised him this job. Remember, he was the coach in waiting when Belichick was leaving.
Right.
Then you should have said, yo, look, Gerard, I know you want to be a coach, but this ain't the time right now. We got to build this thing back up. We need some vet. We need somebody who's been there, done that. You know what I'm saying?
Let him build
but because you promised it to him. I know that, but what I'm saying is they're going, obviously they feel like he's not experienced. Everybody's kind of saying that. but you promised him the job. You should have said, "Look, man, we know we promised you this. Let him go do his thing. Go ahead, try to be a coach somewhere else, or go be an assistant somewhere else, or a defensive coordinator. And then you know what? If this thing don't work out, I'm not obviously they're not going to say, hey, if it don't work out with Vrabel, we got you. But I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like, come on, man, you should have never hired him in the first place. That's all I'm saying. Go ahead, Lex. Go ahead, Lex. Are you done?
Hey, yo,
are you done?
Miz was talking some bullshit. So let's keep this straight facts. Dude. This is a business. It's a sport, but it's a business.
Is it?
So, like you saying,
I had noticed
to keep a coach. If they was to keep a coach for 5 years, let's just talk. Let's just talk real simple. If you have a teacher that's in a class and they're not doing shit by why they test the students and they're not learning shit, are you going to keep that same teacher there for years and years and you're getting the same shit? No, you're going to put the right teacher in there that's going to take grasp of that class and get shit running the way it's supposed to. But we're talking about football. We're talking about football.
Yeah,
it's
but
a whole different story. So your paycheck and your longevity with this team depends on what you can produce. And most of these coaches that got fired, they could not produce. They could not produce no wins. They couldn't even get their team to the playoffs. It's just business. It's not personal.
Yeah.
It's not personal at all. Y'all keep saying, keep giving them a chance. But at the same time, though, how much money are you wasting? You got to look at it from an owner's perspective.
Lex, you still wasting money by spending the money?
Wait.
Go ahead.
You got to look at it from an owner's perspective. If I'm putting this money into this guy that said he could probably get this team to where it needs to be, make it a playoff team at least, or at least I hear even certain owners just be looking for new coaches just to get if they had a losing season, just to get their standings up to a 500. Let's just break even. But if you can't even do that, it's time to go. Keep rolling the dice. There is no 5 years. Just think about it. What was some of their contracts? So you don't keep wasting that same money and believe in a dream? No, it's business.
Okay. And in the business, and guess what? In the business, all that dead money that they're paying the coaches to be somewhere else and not on your team, that's not good business either. That's bad business.
No,
but you gotta spend money in order to make money, right?
But you're also paying, and you're paying them to go away. Basically, is what I'm saying.
Right?
Because there's buyouts in these contracts. You still owe these guys.
Let me ask this: for them new coaches that got fired.
I mean, their contracts are guaranteed. I said the coaches' contracts are guaranteed. I should say. My bad. Go ahead.
That's what I'm saying. They money. They gonna get that regardless. So I'm saying, why keep if he got so and so for this year, but then produce shit? Are we gonna take the chance and invest that again for another year? Or are we going to keep shopping around and see if we can find the right guy?
Lex, you still paying him, though. Lex, you still paying him, though. But even if you hire another coach.
You don't keep paying the same person, it ain't going to get you shit. So you saying 5 years, if they agreed to what you said, to keep them 5 years, right? Mm-hmm. They keep them 5 years, and all them 5 years, they ain't got shit for losing seasons. And they can't cut them because of their contract. Them coaches can go in there and just not really give a fuck no more. And they know they still going to get paid. Am I right?
Well, they're getting paid. Even if they get fired, they still get paid
either way. But you won't want. That's what I'm saying. It's a roll of the dice. It's business. If you're not making shit happen like how we thought you was gonna make shit happen, move on to the next team. We'll try somebody else. It's just business. It's not personal.
I got that. I'm not saying it is, but what I'm saying is the flip side of your argument is okay. I get it. Why wait and why do this? You know what I mean? You spending your money on these guys for 5 years, knowing they're not producing on the fit, producing coaching wise. Okay, but at the same time, if you give them a chance to develop, or if you don't give them a chance to develop, and you keep firing and hiring coaches, that's money on your books or off your books that you owe still. You got to pay that coach still. You're still paying him because it's guaranteed, and you're paying another coach. So you're basically paying two coaches at the same damn time. And one is not employed by you.
Okay, so
they're giving them the resource. Like, give them the resource. Listen, Lex, it's like you and I. We invest in each other. Yo, Lex, I need you to run this company. Oh, whatever. You come to the job application. I'm the general manager for this job. I should invest in you. I shouldn't just throw you to the wolves. I should be investing in you with everything I got to put you in the best positions to win. Right?
That sounds more personal than business.
Real what?
That sounds more personal a little bit than business. Because if I already see, I'm a little bit more cold-hearted to certain shit.
Well, we know that about everything.
So,
about everything, but okay.
What I know is if I'm picking somebody to come run this team, I'm already having, number one, I'm already looking at them for the individual they are. Number two, I'm willing to make that risk. You got to spend money to make money. So regardless of the fact, some money is going to get spent, regardless if it's a loss or a win, regardless. Mm-hmm. But then at the same time, though, like, you have to show me that you can do what you said. And if you can't accomplish that with, because I'm willing to bet they usually, you right, Wakil, for what they said. If they usually fire a coach, they usually fire the general manager as well. Because them two are like tag team partners. They work with each other. They hand in hand.
At least they should.
So at the same time, though, we talking about the Patriots, right? So what's dude's name? Kraft?
Robert Kraft.
Yeah.
The reason why him and Belichick didn't click like that was because Belichick felt like he was in his seat. Belichick felt like he ran the team.
But he was.
They was cool, but then at the same time, Kraft got scared. Kraft was getting a little pissed off with how Belichick's arrogance was more like he ran the team. Like, you should make this pick. You should do this pick. Like,
he basically was making the picks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I know you're saying.
If you ain't got that type, so if I'm an owner, I got the general manager. I know he could do. Who you think we should pick for this? Well, I think what's the name might be a great pick for this head coaching job. You know what I'm saying? Me and him got a good relationship. I know we can probably compromise on certain things. You know what I'm saying? Because they run hand in hand. But it sounds kind of funny to me, just like Wakil brought up, they fire a head coach and they don't fire the general manager. So who was kissing more ass than the other one? You dig what I'm saying? When it came down to the real business terms of it. You dig what I'm saying? So it's like the coaches are expandable. General managers are just there to be like the in-between. You taking what the head coach probably want, and then you trying to soften and butter up the the owner and go that way. Right?
And it's the GM. It's the GM who helped with drafting the players too.
But he still has to get that okay from the owner.
Right. So if you drafting the players, like take for instance, the GM for the Bears, they should have fired him too after they got rid of the coach for the Bears, right?
Right.
But on the essence of him having decent players that we do have in Chicago, even though the offensive line is messed up, which he should have been addressed that or whatever the case may be a couple of years ago, they're keeping him because of that notion. And they think that he can find the right fit as far as a coach because now it's revolving around the quarterback.
It's revolving around the quarterback, but then at the same time, though, y'all just gotta. I feel what y'all say. Y'all got a heart for these.
It's not about heart, bro. It's give them a chance. You spending money on them anyway. You spending money for them to go away. Once you fire them, let them develop.
We ain't got time for that. We need to win championships. We need to sell these seats. All right, well, we need to get to the playoffs.
My team went through about 9. My team's gone through about 9 coaches since 2000. I ain't listen. Come on, man. Let's make better choices.
And who is your
Washington Commanders?
Okay,
playoff team.
There's no other answer to that. They needed that.
Yes. Okay, that was a good one. Not this year. That bounced off me though, because we in the playoffs. But you got that. I give you a little bit of that. But anyway, listen. At the end of the day, when it comes to Bob Kraft and Belichick, that basically was Bob. It came down to Belichick. Bob Kraft went to Belichick when Tom Brady was trying to get. When Tom Brady wanted his job, and Brady thought Belichick was trying to get him out of here for Jimmy Garoppolo. Bob Kraft made him trade Garoppolo.
Right.
Then Bob Kraft sided with Belichick when it was time to let Brady go. Both times, I'm not saying he wasn't wrong, but I'm not saying he was wrong about the Garoppolo thing. You know what I'm saying? He was right because Brady won another championship, and obviously he was wrong letting Belichick do it because Brady won another championship with Tampa Bay.
Right.
I think, obviously they're cool now, but it's soured once you seen that the documentary on Apple Plus, like it made Belichick look like he was like he was the worst. That was basically all on Belichick.
That documentary though made Belichick seem like once he showed how many rings he can get, Belichick felt like he was top dog, regardless of what Kraft would say. You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't really matter. You did want to thank you, Wakil. He really was. Like, he had, if you got a coach that can come in there, get the players, make them rings come about, then it's more like, that's where I was like, Kraft.
Okay, well, do you know? Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Like, hold on. I got you though. I got you. Hold on. I got him. Because remember, you know what? Belichick's record his first year was what? 5-11. He was 0-2 his second. Hold on. With the Patriots, he was 0-2 his second season until Bledsoe got his spleen ripped out by Mo Lewis, and then Brady took over. Right, and then he was 1-4, and the rest is history. They never lost another game. The rest of the season. But I'm just saying that goes back to my point. You said, hold up. You said, no. Yeah. You said get rid of them. You said, yo, they not producing. You got to get rid of them. He didn't produce his first year.
But I said, though, that's between if the owner has that faith in that coach. If he has that faith in that coach, then he wouldn't be so quick to just throw him away.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. A lot of these owners are seeing it more like business. I see your point. Because, yes, he had a first shitty season. But then we talking about a different time of the NFL as well, though, too, back then. You dig what I'm saying? All your big-name coaches and all your big-name owners gave coaches their chance to build up an entire franchise. Look at Mike Tomlin. You dig what I'm saying? He been with Pittsburgh for the longest. You know what I'm saying? And the only real black coach that's been with a team that long, I think. You dig what I'm saying? So that's because the owners have that faith in that person. These guys used to be, I think Mayo played for the Patriots, right? If I'm not too mistaken, he played for the Patriots, right?
Yep.
So that was more like got him in the door. Your former player.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like okay, to a former player. You know what I'm saying? Like, we already know who you are. We know how much love you got for the game. We're going to go ahead, bring you in, see what it is. That was just a test. It wasn't me like, we going to try to build this franchise under a motherfucker who ain't never been a coach before.
So how you going to tell me a coaching wing? Yo, we're going to give you the coaching wing just to give it to you for a year.
No. I'm saying, though, it depends on the owners, how much faith and how much that general manager or whoever, they have that much in that guy. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's strictly business. If they probably had a little bit of faith, but they like, I don't see us really building with him after this year and then going on forward. We probably need to shop around a little bit more or find somebody that actually has head coach experience. Because come on, now, bro, Mayo. The only reason he got in that motherfucking office was because he was a former player. Let's be real.
Nah, he's smart too. He good business man. He's smart. He's smart. He was a good. Yeah, he was a good player too. Though
he was a great player. But I'm saying the only reason he got put in that predicament or even got that phone call was because he was a fucking former player. You dig what I'm saying? So a lot of these guys who don't have head coach experience, let's bring them in for a year, see what they can do. But they're expandable. Now, if you talking like a gym, if you talking like a hardball or a Holmgren or a Tomlin or something like that, they already got the resume to show what they can do.
Right.
Oh, so we just gonna go ahead and sign him for 2 or 3 years and see what he can do. You dig what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. It's just, you know what I mean?
So basically,
you got the last word, Wakil. You got the last word. Go ahead.
So basically, they have to be offensive coordinators or defensive coordinators or something like that in order to get a 3-year.
Yeah, like you got.
Oh, he said coaching experience though. You gotta have head coaching experience. What he said.
Well, but like, look at some of your best coaches of today. They was either offensive coordinators or they was defensive coordinators. So they got the resume because they actually had to take lead and actually, you know what I'm saying, put that work into their players. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna take a former player and expect him to be coach a Super Bowl team? Nigga, please. I mean, I ain't mean to say that, but I'm just saying though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, they're not a Super Bowl team, but I got you. They're not a Super Bowl.
Yeah, like it just don't make sense, man.
Go ahead, Wakil. Finish it off.
No, I was just gonna say. So basically, that's the point of it. Like I guess I see what Lex is saying. So basically, like, you have to have a coordinator or a defense coordinator or somebody that's worked with coaches or whatever in order to be a coach. Okay.
Hell yeah.
I can see that. That's a good point.
Whatever, man. Give him 5 years. I don't care what Lex says. All right. All right. When we come back from the break, man, you know what it is. Tight, all right. All the teams that's going home for November. You know what I mean? We're gonna get into that. We're gonna see how we feel as fans. We'll give you our opinion, I should say, on how we feel about them. You know what I mean? And what they're going to do going forward. And also, we're going to get into our locks for the playoffs. So stick and stay with the Fanatical Massholes. Insane Lex, Wakil, boy Mizzo, right back after this.
It's all mathematics. Game sharp as a blade. They take a stab at it. No subtraction, just add it. We got motion, we got action. No motion to distraction. Stay focused, money habits. Reach to the grab it, having my way. Pay for the way, they pave the way. Time ain't never late. Get high and I elevate. Butter steaks and grass. Paper chase for the cash. My dogs stay away from the cats. They hate when the paper coming too fast. Gas and stash and grass ain't always greener on the other side. Shit went left. Had to improvise, suck the shit. Minimize. Too fly, better realize. Too high, they trip. Building this enterprise. Trapped out, they build. Re-up,
you know what it is. You know how we
keeping it.
Keeping it. Insane Lex, Wakil, it's your boy Mizzo. All right, let's get right back into it. It's that time. Season's over. Some of our teams are in the playoffs, and some of our teams are going home. Some of us have been home since week 1. You know what I'm saying? But, so now we get to talk about them teams and then what we like to call this game, we like to call segment, I should say. Tight? All right. What we discuss how we're feeling if we're a fan of these teams right now about the state of our teams. So let's get right into it. We're not going in draft order. We're just kind of going worst record to the team that was out. You know what I mean? To the last team that was eliminated. So we're going to start with the New York Football Giants. 3-14 they finish up with. I believe they have the number 2 pick in the draft. Man, tough season for them. Tough season. You lose Saquon Barkley, he shines. You know what I mean? He gets 2,000 yards. You cut Daniel Jones, he's in a good position. He might get to a Super Bowl, even as a backup. But either way, he's in a winning organization right now. Giants are a mess. You know what I mean? They need a quarterback. They need this, that, and the third. Wakil, how are you feeling if you're a fan of the Giants? My boy.
I'm passing on them. Why keep the coach and the GM who's failed over and over and over again? Yeah, I'm passing on them.
Just go back to what the fuck yo was just talking about.
All right, so are you tight or Aight then? You tight?
I'm tight.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm with you. I don't know. As a Giants fan, I don't know, man. Like, what are we doing? Where are we going here, man? Like, they're keeping Brian Daboll right now. They're keeping the coach and the GM. We'll see. You know what I mean? You got. I mean, if you get Cam Ward, okay. You know what I'm saying? You're probably not going to get Shador. If you get Cam Ward, cool. We'll see. I will see, though. You know what I mean? But I'm tight. I'm definitely tight. I need to know where we're going. I need to know where the hell we're going, man. Other than you might have to figure out what's going on with Dexter Lawrence. If you try to get something for him, if you can't, you know what I mean? If you ain't gonna field a good team, come on, man, you're wasting good years out of Dexter Lawrence, man. Dexter Lawrence is a problem. You know what I'm saying? You got traded for Brian Burns last year. You still got Kayvon Thibodeau. And the defense wasn't great. I mean, they wasn't that bad, but they was getting rocked. They was, you know what I mean? Like, they won one game at home. One damn game at home, and that was against the Colts. But Jonathan Taylor still went off for like $170, $145, or whatever the case is. So, man, it's crazy.
And you know what game broke them too?
What's that?
The first game against the Commanders.
that was the second game. Whatever. That was the second game. They got beat by Minnesota the first game. The second game, they should have probably beat the Commanders, but they didn't have a kicker, so they couldn't. They didn't have a kicker, so they had to go for 2 every time.
They technically should have beat the Commanders, and because they didn't have a kicker, dysfunction.
Say it again. They had what now?
The dysfunction set in for that. With no field goal kicker, they should have won that game. I remember that because I picked them to win that game.
All right. Here we go. Tennessee Titans. They have the number 1 pick. Man, I don't know. I know you're probably not riding with Will Levis. I like Tony Pollard. Obviously, I like Westbrook Akine. You know, you still got Calvin Ridley. Obviously, you got Jeffrey Simmons. Jeffrey Simmons. You know what I mean? Like defense wasn't that bad. So I don't know.
Good.
I don't know. If
I'm
them, good.
But they definitely need a quarterback.
So you tight. All right. Wakil, Lex, what's up? Just make a pick.
Come on.
You good. All right. You know what, man? I'm all right. We got the number 1 pick. You got to get the quarterback. You know what I mean? You got to hit a home run here with this quarterback. I don't know if you're going to ride Will Levis. I'm sorry. Will Levis has made some bonehead move plays out there on the field. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Mayo, you know what I mean? The Mayo commercials, man, put his mayo in his coffee. Whatever the case is, man, you need to get a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I'm all right though. We'll see what happens. I'm waiting to see what happens in the draft. I'm a Titans fan. All right. Cleveland Browns, 3-14. They're a mess. Deshaun Watson had a setback on his Achilles. He's having another surgery. So he's going to be out another 7 months. He's probably not going to play next year. And if he does, he's not going to be to the middle of next year. Man, listen, we talked about the break. Myles Garrett, somebody come save him. I'm tight if I'm a Browns fan. Like, I'm done. Like, again, I'm done again. The second iteration of the Browns, and I'm done. I'm done, man. I'm done. Till I see some movements and improvements, I'm done. I'm all done. I'm tight. What you got, Lex?
I'm all right.
Really? Okay.
I'm all right.
Right, exactly, Wakil. Like, what?
Well, that's the division that my Ravens is in, so I'm all right.
See, you're not.
Wow. Okay.
Listen, my fellow fanatics, this guy does not know how to play the damn game. I explain it to him every time we play this game, and he doesn't do it right. He never does.
Do we or do we not give out spreads and money line, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm more of a straightforward guy. You see the logo that's behind me right now?
Yeah.
That's who I ride with.
Okay.
The Browns, I could give 2 shits about. So I'm all right. Let them do what they're going to do. They're not going to really do shit. Or they might just keep the same coach they had for 5 years like you suggested.
Oh.
And then maybe they could build something.
Thank you, Lex.
Wakil,
what do you got? Wakil, what you doing,
I'm tight on them, man. I don't know. I'm tight on the Cleveland Browns because they,
right?
Yeah, they're dumpster fire.
Right. All right. The Las Vegas Raiders, they're 4-13. Obviously, we know why we talked about it. Antonio Pierce, they're looking for a new coach. Actually, they just fired the GM too. They fired Tom Telesco yesterday, so they're looking for a new coach and GM, new head coach and GM. Lex, how you feeling about the Raiders?
Now, I'm tight about this because I think the Raiders should have never left California. My personal opinion.
Definitely not.
They should have stayed up there in Oakland.
It's a sad thing's going on.
You know what I'm saying? And they had a bigger fan base. They had more of a support team there. And then teams that was out there in Oakland, let's take it back to the early 2000s. The Raiders was up there. You get what I'm saying? So how they go from the early 2000s to being up there to where they at now just because they wanted to move to Vegas, I'm a little bit tight about that. But they did, like bro said, they fired their general manager. So they really the owner there is really trying to rebuild that whole squad. But
Tom Brady got some input in
it. It's gonna be a little bit more of an experiment than more of a process to me. So I'm tight.
Wakil, what's up?
Yeah, I'm tight on the Raiders.
Yeah, man. We got to see what happens, man. Listen, Tom Brady is, like I said, he's gonna be in the coaching search. We'll see, man. Like, you fired Antonio Pierce. I think you should give him another shot, but whatever. We'll see. I'm just, as a fan, I'm tight, though. Like, I need to know where are we going? What's the direction? You know what I mean? You lose Josh Jacobs. You lose Devontae Adams. Shoot, you still got Max Crosby, but what if Max Crosby says, you know what, I'm out? What if he wants out? Then what?
They gonna offer.
That's your cornerstone. You know, that's your cornerstone.
But I'm saying, but for him though, I'm seeing them. They'll offer more money just to keep him there.
True indeed. But what about if you're thinking about the Raiders? They have money, but if you're really trying to build this thing back, don't you entertain you know what? Let's trade Max Crosby and let's just rebuild this thing from the studs, break it back and build it back up.
They're not letting them go. I don't see that.
I mean, I wouldn't either, but I'm just saying it's something to entertain. You know what I mean? Because you got to rebuild. You can't be in between. You have to. The Raiders have to fully rebuild this thing.
So let me get this right. Both of you guys are saying for them to get rid of Crosby and try to open up the rebuild shit.
You have to anyway. Lex, you have to anyway. Okay, all right. Anyway, that's not. We're going getting off track. The New England Patriots.
Okay, I get y'all point. I get it.
Whatever. The New England Patriots, 4-13. They had the number one pick as of last week until they won the game against the Bills, which I don't understand why they won the game. But Joe Milton was trying to be
Mayo job.
Joe Milton was trying to be Peyton Manning, and Joe Milton was lighting it up. Joe Milton went out there and said, "Yeah, forget that first round pick shit." He's like, "Yeah, nah, forget that number one pick." He lit it up. So now they got the number 4 slot. We obviously know what happened. 30 minutes after the game, they fired their coach. Wakil, where you at, man, if you're a Patriots fan right now? What's going on? What's on your mind? How you feeling?
For my Patriots fans out there in Boston, I'll be tight on them.
Okay. Okay.
I mean,
Lex, what's up?
Yo, I'm all right. They need to get rid of Mayo, and they need to get a real coach up in there.
Well, they did, and he's probably coming. We know who's coming anyway.
Right.
Man, listen, I'm tight, man. I don't care, man. It's not even just about Mayo. Like, wow, crap, what you doing? What's the direction here, man? What you got going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the Patriot way? Is the Patriot way over? Like, what are we doing? Like, what the hell are we doing here?
Find a new way.
You know what I'm saying? What are we doing? What's the way? You know?
The Jamaican Plains way. That's what they do.
He said the Jamaican Plains way. Yo, you wild. You wild dude. So yeah, that again, you got some good pieces, man, on defense. Good players, I should say. Christian Gonzalez, Christian Barmore is coming back. I mean, you got some guys, Kyle Duggar. You know what I mean? You got some people. You got some people out there. You know what I mean? You got some people on your personnel, on your roster that can hold it down. Obviously, you got Antonio Gibson. You got Drake May. You got your quarterback. Now figure this thing out. Oh! Ohio State strip fumble. Scored. Touchdown. Breaking news. Sorry, y'all. We doing this during the game. Yeah, that's what happened. Strip, sack, fumble. That's the ball game. 2 minutes left. That's it. Ohio State about to go on the national championship against Notre Dame. Anyway, let's move on. Oh, yeah, my bad. Oh, yeah, let's move on. Jacksonville Jaguars. 4-13. They fired their coach. They kept it the GM, though, which is weird. Doug Peterson's out. Trevor Lawrence, man, has looked bad. And he was hurt the rest of the year. Trevor Lawrence got paid. He got paid, and he's looked bad since he got paid. Wakil, what's up, man? Jacksonville Jaguars.
You know what was funny about that? I heard his interview, and he was like, "Yeah, man, it was my fault, and blah 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 blah." Yeah, I'm tight on them, man. Jacksonville is gonna be like this for a while, even with Trevor Lawrence.
Okay.
Whoever coach they get. You know?
Okay. Lex, Jaguars, how you feeling?
To be honest, I'm a little bit that division that they in, I'm a little bit tight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that division has been
winnable.
Always
winnable, man.
It's been a winnable division, but I like the squads that's in that division. It seems like they just keep getting. I'm looking for this draft. I'm gonna say most of these teams that we talking about is gonna be looking for something more defensive. Maybe a little bit offensive, but I think everybody's gonna be looking for more defensive players because defense wins games. So I'm a little tight.
True indeed. Got you. I'm a Jaguars fan. Yeah, I'm tight. Like we need somebody that we thought Doug Peterson was gonna develop Trevor Lawrence into that guy. That didn't happen. So now who? If it's not Doug Peterson, who everybody thought was a quarterback whisperer, what he did with Nick Foles, and And we see what happened when Nick Foles left and went to Chicago. You know what I'm saying? And other places. We thought Doug Peterson was going to be that guy for him. Didn't work out. Travis Etienne hasn't been the same. I like Travis Etienne. He hasn't been the same. I mean, you got great players on defense. You know, Josh Hines Allen, Javon Walker. You got some guys. You know what I mean? But I'm tight, man. What are we doing? Who's going to develop Trevor Lawrence? You put a boatload of money into Trevor Lawrence. Who is going to develop this kid and get him back on track? He's got all the tools. I mean, 6'6". I mean, he can make all the throws. He's mobile. But the kid, he can't read defenses. His throws are awful. Like, it's just bad. It's bad. So, yeah, I'm tight. All right.
Super bad.
Moving on. The New Orleans Saints sit at 5-12. They're all going home for November. Wakil, how you feeling about the Saints?
I don't know. I'm all right because they had a lot of injuries. So that's what kind of held them back. And plus, looking at their division too, I mean, they got an opportunity to kind of bounce back. As far as the coaching go, whoever gonna coach them or whatever, they have an opportunity to probably catch that division next year.
True. Lex, how you feel about the Saints?
Like I said, that division down there, I'm a little bit all right because just for the simple fact, I really want to see what these teams is going to do in this draft. Like, I think this draft is really going to make or break a lot of these teams that we talking about. It's going to see where they want to put their money at and where they want to build at. So I'm all right. I'm just waiting for this draft to start and see who they picking, and I can kind of tell what type of direction the team is going in.
Right. It's definitely not a quarterback draft. It's more like the other pieces. So I get what you're saying, Lex. I like what you're saying because it's not about the quarterback. The franchise quarterback's not in this draft. I like Shador Sanders. I like Shador. I like Cam Ward, but they're not franchise guys. They're not that yet. You know what I mean? They got to develop. They're not those. They're not day one Jaden Daniels, Caleb Williams, Lamar Jackson, put them in. They're not them guys. You know what I'm saying? Lamar could have started this first, but you know, they had Joe Flacco. They're not those Shador Sanders and Cam Ward. Shador Sanders, I should say, pardon me, and Cam Ward are not that. No disrespect. That's not them. So this draft, it's about, like Lex said, I like that. It's the ancillary piece. It's now the wide receivers, the running backs, the offensive linemen. If you know what I mean, you got to build within. So, yeah, I like, definitely. I'm with you on that. If I'm a Saints fan, I'm all right. I just want to know where we're going. Again, I say that a lot, but I just want to know where we're going. Is Derek Carr, who is it going to be? Is Derek Carr going to be the guy? If it's Spencer Rattler, cool, but put some pieces around him. They have no money. So if that's the case, figure out what you're going to do, though. You have no money. They're $70 million over the cap. How are you $70 million in the hole? So then rebuild.
Right.
I'm going to be cool with that, too, because at that point, when your team is $70 million over the cap, you have no choice but to say, man, rebuild this thing. You have no choice. Rebuild it. I'm cool with it. But let's find a direction. Carolina Panthers 5-12. They played well, man. They played hard down the stretch. Bryce Young came along, man. If I'm a Carolina Panthers fan, man, I'm cool. I'm all right. Let's see what we're doing now. We did okay. I like how let's build around Bryce Young. Yeah. Build that offensive line. That's it. Protect this young man because we know he's slight, but he can throw. He's accurate. He can make plays and put some pieces around him. Offensive line and put wide receivers around him. And we'll worry about the defense after. But they can light it up, man. You got Chuba Hubbard. Adam Thielen's reliable. You got my man Leggett. The man, you know what I mean? Like, listen.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Come on. So I'm all right. What you think, Lex?
I'm a little bit all right. Because, I mean, like I said, for a lot of these teams that had losing seasons, that had high hopes to get where they wanted to be, like you just said, it's not about franchise quarterbacks this draft. You dig what I'm saying? Should I say? It's going to be about the other that defensive, that offensive line, this and that. That's what's going to make. I think any team, any one of these losing teams, if they pick more defensive players than offense, they are going to probably be the ones to really watch out for if they can stay injury free.
Right. No doubt. No doubt. Wakil, Panthers.
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm all right. Yeah, they just got to put some pieces because they was balling at towards the end.
Okay. Lex, guess who we get to now? The Bears. The Bears. Yo, hold up. Lex, you remember what he said in the beginning of the season? We talked about over under wins. What he say? Way over, right? You went way under. 5 and 12.
5 and 12. He was speaking on them so highly.
That's when you were that's fact. Right. We talked about what you owed. The money. That was more money that we put on. It wasn't just the Bulls game. Yeah, it was this. Who would win more, the Bears or the Commanders? Right, I got you on that. Yeah, we'll talk about that off camera. Anyway, I'll give you the floor, my brother. How you feeling? Me and Lex we'll defer to you. How you feeling? Go ahead.
Exactly.
It's all yours. We ain't gonna say nothing. It's all yours. How you feeling?
First of all, I'm all right.
You said what? You said what?
You all right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Why are you all right?
Exactly. Why? Explain it.
Can I get to it?
My bad, brother. My bad. Go ahead.
Look, I'm all right for the simple fact we got Caleb Williams. Probably one of the best quarterbacks that I've seen to put on that Bears uniform. And he did, despite him holding the ball too long, despite the 68 times he got sacked, you know what I'm saying? He showed some grit out there on that football field. Now, as far as the coaching goes, they should have got rid of the GM and the coach, but they kept the GM. We'll just see how this coaching thing gonna go and what they're gonna do in the draft. They got to get some offensive linemen, and we need a couple more pieces for that defense. That offense with Keenan Allen and D Swift and DJ Moore, they're gonna figure it out for this next season. Whoever the coach is gonna be. So I'm all right.
Okay. I follow your lead. I guess I'm all right, but damn. That was the Bears. Listen, if we had to say who did the Bears flop? The Bears flopped this year.
Yeah,
they flopped.
They definitely flopped.
So I'm gonna say this. I'm all right because I'm a Midwest representative, even though.
Okay.
So, but I don't like the NFC North division because none of them teams I'm a fan of. But you know what I'm saying? I give a pass to Chicago. I've never been a Green Bay fan, even though I'm in Wisconsin. So let me say that first. But I'm gonna say I'm all right because he do has a point. I do think they do have a quarterback that they can build with Khalid. You dig what I'm saying? Like I like, bro. I look more into like his background and this and that. So I'm willing to bet for the draft they're gonna pick more that supports his cause. You dig what I'm saying? Because I think they do feel like they got that quarterback that they could build with. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna say this though too, for the Bears to be in that NFC North, this is the first year in the NFL season where 3 teams were over 500 in that division.
And they won over 12 games.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is not normal. So if the Bears plan on getting up there, they're gonna have to run past the Packers. They're gonna have to run past the Vikings, and they're gonna have to run past them Lions. If they can do so,
I will make.
But that's what I'm saying. As far as in the division. Just let me say this. I hope the Bears draft smart in this draft. And I'm all right.
I agree. But this is the one thing I want to say. The Packers and the Bears in the division both went 1-5. So
who's in the playoffs though?
No, they are. I get that. But my point is this. We split the season series with the Packers. Of course, we won that last game, regardless if they sat Jordan Love because he hurt his arm, whatever the case may be. They was planning to get. They didn't want to. They want to lose that game. They wanted to win that game. They didn't want to play. Yeah, they didn't want to play Philly. They wanted to play Tampa Bay. So, I mean, again, they're going to have to build around Caleb, and they're going to have to get some pieces for this defense, a couple more pieces.
Right.
And whoever the coach going to be, they better get this right. They better get this right because.
All right, I got you.
Yeah.
Let's blaze through this. All right, Jets. Lex, you tight eye. 5-12 Jets.
I'm a little bit tight because I watched Aaron Rodgers in college.
Mm-hmm.
And to see, he just need to I think Green Bay did him kind of dirty, like how they did Favre. But fuck Favre though. But that's a whole nother story.
Yeah, that's.
But I think Green Bay did him kind of dirty. I think he still had a couple more years in Green Bay. I don't think he should have just went ahead and switched. And then look what they did though for him. You know what I'm saying? They brought Devontae over there. You know what I'm saying? Just for the simple fact, like, yeah, I used to throw to him in Green Bay and make shit better, but you can't even stay healthy. I think Aaron is getting to that point. Like, I'm 41. I think Aaron got to be like 39 or close to 40 now. You dig what I'm saying? It's about time to hang it up, bruh. I wish Green Bay, I wish I would have probably been able to see him for how much of a great quarterback he is to been able to finish out in Green Bay and get his number retired there. But I'm a little bit tight. The Jets, I really don't see too much. Like, this draft for 2025 is going to be the most watched and most important thing to really look at for these losing teams that made big trades before this season got to where it's at. Yeah. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, the big trades and the big money that was spent for the 2024 year to get some of these big name players, and then most of them was injured before the regular season even fucking started. You dig what I'm saying? This draft is going to be the replacement draft. You dig what I'm saying? If you're doing the job out with the old and with the new. So I'm tight.
No, yeah, I'm tight. I'm tight on the Jets. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers, he need to retire. And as far as Jets is dysfunctional too. It's another dysfunctional organization, bro.
Yeah, I'm tight. I'm tight as well, man. Like, this is an abject. This is a failure of colossal proportions. Like, we talked about it months ago about, like, you know. I did. Because what I said they had to. They had no other choice. You had to get to the Super Bowl. But I'm going to say it like this. We talked about the Nets being an abject failure. Was this a bigger failure, or was the Nets a bigger failure?
Well,
I know what you're gonna say. Never mind. Let's skip this question because Lex is a hater. We're gonna say it on purpose. Let's move on.
Hey, he set himself up for that.
No. You trying to set it up because you're gonna be biased because you're a hater, bro. I know what you about to do. You think you slick, bro. That's why I threw it out there because I knew you was gonna do that. I know you was gonna do that, bro. You can't help yourself. You want to take a shot. You was trying to take a shot. You the sucker, bro. You the space sucker, bro. Let's move on. Nah, we're moving on. Forget this dude. Everybody unfollow Lex. If you follow him on his girl, unfollow him. San Francisco 49ers, 6-11, injury plagued. The whole damn team was hurt. You know what I mean? They signed Brandon Ayuk. You know, he holds out. They finally get it signed. They sign him, blows the knee out. Yeah. Christian McCaffrey barely played with the calf. He didn't play like week 8, and then he finally went down, was out for the rest of the season. I mean, they just lost bodies after bodies. They just ran out of bodies. Trent Williams is out for the season. So, I mean, if I'm a 49ers fan, I'm kind of tight because I think their window's closed. They had 2 chances to win the Super Bowl, and both times they had double-digit leads on the Chiefs. And they blew them twice. And they blew them. Yeah. I think it's over now. They got to blow the whole thing up and start and a whole new iteration because you got to pay Brock Purdy now. Once you pay him, that's it. We know Debo's probably going to be out. So, yeah, I'm tight. What you think, Wakil?
Yeah, I'm tight on them, too. I think it's a wrap.
No doubt.
Yep. They had to change.
I'm tight on them, too, bro. Like, it's just too many complications. They never going to get back to that era of Steve Young, Joe Montana, Jerry Rice days, so it's a done data.
Indeed. All right. How about them Cowboys? Dallas Cowboys, 7-10. They played well during down the stretch. But Micah Parsons is delusional. Like, they lost to the Eagles 41-7, and he came on and said, well, if you take away 5 plays, game was close. You lost 41-7. Wakil, man, how you feeling about them Cowboys, man? If you're a fan.
I'm tight on them.
Yeah.
It's a wrap for them, too. Like,
oh, yeah. They're not winning. They're not winning no time. They're not winning no time soon. Yeah. They don't have any money.
As far as the NFC East is between the Eagles and the Commanders right now. That's
it. We got money. We got 80 million. We got like 80 million in cap space. We got draft picks. We good. Lex, how you feel about the Cowboys?
I'm tight. Like, it's just a done deal with them.
Yeah, I'm on the same page. Like I don't know. Like I'm a fan. I'm just done. Like I don't see the. What are they gonna do? You know what I'm saying? You just paid Dak Prescott. He's getting like $60 million a year. Now what? Now what?
Yeah.
Now what?
And then what's crazy about it? They don't know what they're gonna do with McCarthy, but yet when the Bears requested to interview,
they denied him.
Like, come on, man. Yeah.
Don't know.
Jerry Jones, you can have it, bro.
For real. Arizona Cardinals, 8-9. I mean, they start out good and they always fade. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's weird. You know what I mean? They was talking about when Cliff Kingsbury's there, but Kyler Murray did it without Cliff Kingsbury. They started out good and they faded. They was up in that division for a second. I'm tight if I'm a fan, though, because I need to know, what are we doing? Actually, you know what? I'm all right, actually. I'm all right. They got to figure out some things, but I'm all right. I like the defense. They just got to be consistent. I just need more consistency, but I'm all right. I'm not tight. I'm all right. I'm all right on the Cardinals. What you think?
Yeah,
go ahead, Wakil. My bad. Go ahead, Wakil. On the Cardinals.
No, I'm all right on the Cardinals. Yeah.
Lex, what's up? The Cardinals. Arizona Cardinals. How you feeling?
I'm all right, but I feel like they're gonna be somebody to watch for next year, though.
True indeed. If they get more. They get add some, if they got to re-sign Buda Baker, one.
Yeah.
And then they got to get obviously I don't know if I don't want to say he needs more weapons on offense, but yeah, get somebody to go on the other opposite of Marvin Harrison Jr. Yeah, hell yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm all right though. All right, Indianapolis Colts, 8-9. Anthony Richardson was hurt in and out of the lineup. Didn't play that well. Thought the defense would be a little better, man. How you feeling about the Colts, Wakil?
I'm tight on them, even though Jonathan Taylor really is the team.
Yeah.
I mean, Richardson, like, he too iffy.
What the hell happened to Michael Pittman?
Michael Pittman was a no-show, really. I just think they need a quarterback, to be honest with you.
You picked this kid number 4, which you shouldn't have. I'm this young man. Let me not call him a kid. This young man, I wouldn't have done it, and I said that. Me and Sasso love, respect to my boy Sasso. You know what I mean? Salute down in DC, Commander. Let's get it. I said it. He was like, I pick him number 2. No, don't pick Don't pick Anthony Richardson that high. He's not a first round pick. No. And look what happened. Yeah, Michael Pittman had 69 receptions for 800 yards, 3 touchdowns. You know what I mean? Like, and yeah, it was a quiet 800 yards. So yeah,
it was quiet.
Crazy. Lex, how you feel about the Colts?
I'm all right. Pretty much like I'm just kind of like all right with them.
All right.
Yeah, I ain't paid attention to the Colts since Peyton was playing.
Yeah. Say, man, look, I'm. What are we gonna do? Like, I'm tight because I just want to know what's the plan? Who's gonna develop Anthony Richardson? You gotta develop him. That's it. So, all right. The Atlanta Falcons, Dirty Birds, 8-9. They flopped. They had the division in their hands, and then they lost it.
This is where we needed Markey.
Yeah. Marky, he ducking us because the Falcons fell off.
Yeah,
he's a Bills fan now.
Because Falcons shit. Yeah.
I'm tight. I'm a Falcons fan. Period. Point blank. This division was ours. We should have had it with the weapons and all that and offense. The defense flopped. You signed Jeffrey Simmons. You signed Justin Simmons, and you trade for Matthew Judon. Come on, man. Come on, man. And on offensive pieces, Darnell Mooney. Shit. You know what I mean? What's it? Drake London, Kyle Pitts. It's still no one has still been able to develop Kyle Pitts yet. The one spectacular play I seen him do was the game time catch against my Commanders Sunday night a couple weeks ago. Other than that, he does it, but it's in spurts. Like, bro, you was like all world tight end in Florida. What happened? Like, somebody's got to develop this dude. Get him to play. I am tight if I'm a Falcons fan. What the hell is going on? Yes, you got Michael Penix Jr. Cool. He's lighting it up. He lit it up. He's going to make mistakes, but now you got to figure what you're going to do with Kirk Cousins. What are you going to do with Kirk Cousins? You owe him money. If you don't cut him right now, or what did they say? If he's not cut or by June 1st, something like that, it's like an $89 million cap hit. Man, come on, man.
I heard reports that they was gonna have him be the backup.
Nah, you got a $100 million backup? Get out of here.
No, that's what they was.
Get out of here, man. Get out of here, man.
To be honest with you, I would be all right with the Falcons. I mean, I think the whole thing with Kirk Cousins kind of.
They remind you of the Bears. That's why you all right with them.
Yeah, that was.
He said, "Yeah, that was good." He said, "Yeah, Good. My bad."
With Kirk Cousins or whatever, I think it was good for Penix to sit behind him, and then when he came in, he was doing his thing. I think.
Yeah.
Even that last game that they played, I forgot who they lost to.
Panthers. The Panthers put 44 on them. 44.
They was going back and forth. They was
but they should have won that game though.
No, they should have won that game. I mean, but even if they would have won, Tampa won, so it was kind of like
it didn't matter anyway. Yeah, you're right.
It was wrap. So, but I think they should have brought in Michael Penix Jr. earlier, and they probably would have salvaged that season. So I'm all right on the Falcons.
Lex, what's up on the Falcons, man?
I'm all right on the Falcons. They got close, but their record kind of showed they still had the heart to still run for it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I'm all right. I think they're going to be probably doing a little bit better next year. You know what I mean? Like, I can see the Falcons actually being like some easy contenders, you know what I mean? Because I look at more like how they built. Like, they was a little bit, what was they, 8-9?
Yes, sir.
So, I mean, that's put them a little bit under 500, but they was there. So, I think they just need to iron out a little bit more kinks, and then they'll be up there and be more of a contender.
Got you. All right. Cincinnati Bengals. Your Cincinnati Bengals, Lex. How you feeling about the Bengals?
I'm a little bit of tight. Because the Bengals, it look like I like their quarterback.
Joe Burrow, of course.
Yeah, I like
Burrow, man.
Like he got the leadership skills. To me, he reminds me of a younger Brady.
Okay.
But he still needs a little bit more of a pass, though. I think the Bengals need to tighten up on their defense a little bit more.
Yo, did you say Joe Burrow was better than Brady?
No, I said he reminds.
No, Wakil said that. Wakil said that. I'm about to say, what the hell? Let's chill. Joe Burrow got to one Super Bowl. Look, we can't keep using that. He beat Patrick Mahomes, and no,
he did though. He the only one.
So did Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying? That was years ago.
That's what I'm saying though. So like he reminds me of a Tom Brady because I like how Tom Brady really took that captain role,
right? And
he would really like quarterback. I don't know if a lot of people seen it, but HBO Max had a little
called
AFC
Hard Knocks. Yeah, Hard Knocks, AFC
you
North.
Know what I mean? Where they looked at the AFC North, you know what I'm saying, with the Steelers, the Ravens, the Bengals, and the Browns. You dig what I'm saying? And I like this seeing some of the video that they would show it, bro, where he would actually be getting out there communicating with the receivers, talking to them, letting them know what this and what he prescribed to do. You know what I mean? So he reminds me of a young Brady. So I would think my Ravens have to possibly be on the lookout for them, not no Browns.
Mm-hmm.
The Bengals.
Gotcha. Wakil.
Yeah. I'm all right on the Bengals. They just need to figure out their defense. I mean, Kendrick,
right.
Kendrick, he was balling on defense, to be honest with you. But
Kendrick said, he led the league in sacks, and that's why I'm tight. Here's why I'm tight. This is the first time in NFL history. Guy led the league in what? Passing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Joe Burrow was top in everything passing. Jamar Chase won a triple crown, and then Trey Hendrickson led the league in sacks, and they don't make the playoffs. I'm tight for what you're all right. I'm tight. Like you're all right, but you want the defense to be fixed. I'm tight, and I want the defense to be fixed. So we had the same issue. I'm just tight about it.
The only reason why I say that I'm all right with them is because if they should have beaten New England that first game, and they
would have been in the playoff. They
to be honest with you, we go again. If they would have beat your Commanders in that one game, I think that
Jaden Daniels threw a third down ball on 3rd and 5, staring down a sack, staring down a hit, and hit Terry McLaurin. You know what I mean? Dropped it in the bucket. Touchdown. Yeah. So it don't matter. So yeah.
I mean, all right. Good. So, but what they gonna do with Higgins though? That's gonna be the key.
Exactly. That's the big key. That's the big one. And then obviously Jamar Chase. I'm sure they're gonna sign one of them. They ain't gonna keep both. They're gonna sign one of them though.
Well, they're gonna keep Jamar, I think.
Yeah, I think they better. And I like who they got. Chase Brown is good. You know what I'm saying? They got Chase Brown.
They didn't really use my boy Khalil Herbert.
Khalil Herbert, yeah, they didn't use him too much. No, he came towards the end of the season. Well, yeah. Get that defense right, and I think the Bengals, if they get the defense right, the Bengals is going to win 12, 13 games. Easy.
Yeah.
All right, last but not least, the only double-digit team to not make the playoffs, the Seattle Seahawks, 10-7. Lex, how you feeling about the Seahawks?
I'm tight.
Okay.
Because I think they most definitely deserve to be in the playoffs. They're going to be a squad to watch out for next year.
Sure.
So I'm tight. I think they deserve what they got, but they in the process of rebuilding. But I love the heart of that team. So they definitely going to be somebody to fuck with. They only got put out just by a technicality. You know?
Right. Strength of schedule or something like that.
Yeah,
like, what?
This
ain't college.
The only reason they not in the playoffs is because of that little technicality. But they definitely gonna be somebody to look out for. So I'm tight about that.
Strength of schedule. Like what this ain't say college? How the man? Wakil, how you living? How you feeling about the Seattle?
Yeah, I'm all right with Seattle. I give him props, man. Like Geno Smith.
Yeah, he did his thing.
He was doing his thing. The only thing I had concern with was with what's his name? The wide receiver. DJ Metcalf. I don't know how many balls he caught and how many yards that he had. But some of them games I was looking at him, he wasn't too engaging. But I like the running back tandem with that Walker the third. Like he was putting up money for me in fantasy.
Yeah.
So yeah,
no doubt. Yeah, DK didn't even have he was 8 short of 1,000 yards. You know what I mean? He had 66 receptions for 992 yards. I mean, Jackson Smith and Jigba went for 1,100 yards, 100 catches. He's gonna probably be the focal point. You know what I mean? Because they're keying in on DK, so they got to figure out other ways. I'm actually all right though. Like you said, I'm all right because first year head coach Pete Carroll left. He had him competitive. Work on the defense. Get the defense a little bit better. They got Leonard Williams. He's good. I like that. You got my man Witherspoon. He's good. So get that defense back to Legion. If you can get the Legion of Doom 2.0, 3.0, Seattle might have something. They gonna be scary in the NFC. Yeah. Like I said, we already talked about it. the San Francisco 49ers run is over with. They're not competing for the division. Not no time soon. It's going to be between Seattle and I think, and depends what the Rams do this offseason, but I think it's going to be Seattle and Arizona. I picked the Rams because I thought the 49ers would take a step back, and I thought Seattle and Arizona weren't going to be ready yet. That's why I picked the Rams, and I was right about that. Next year, I think it's going to be between Seattle and Arizona as far as competing for that division. That's what I think. All right. Now, the season is over. We picked our lock. We had our locks. Seasons of picks, ups and downs, ebbs and flows in the week. So here's how we finished. Last week I went 3-2. You know what I'm saying? I was the only one on. So what did we finish though now? Make sure I get it right though.
Apologize to people that look at this show.
It's all good. So as we finished, Wakil went 1. He's the winner. 55-29, 55-29-1. Lex, you know what I mean? Because obviously Lex had things to do. Went on the last couple weeks. Lex went 52-28. I went 50-39-1, and Markey is way back at 38-13. Now it's playoff time. So let's run through these games real quick. We're gonna see how we gonna go head to head with. And we'll go from there. Here we go. Let's get to it. Tomorrow, 4:30, Chargers, Texans. Lex, who you got?
I'm going with the Texans for that. And the money line on the Texans is plus 135.
Yeah, we just going straight up. I got you. Going straight up on this.
You know what I'm saying? And other than that, you already know tomorrow, Steelers, Ravens.
Hold on. We're going to get to those.
Oh, okay.
So you got the Texans, right?
Texans, and money line is plus 135.
Wakil, who you got?
I got the Chargers. Shout out to my Houston people, man, but y'all limped into the playoffs. And
I agree with Wakil. I got the Chargers. Yeah. It's the money on that. Okay. So you doing that. Now, Steelers, Ravens. What we got? 8:00. We all got the Ravens? I think we all got the Ravens.
All Ravens.
All Ravens.
Name money line is crazy.
Yeah, I seen that. I seen that. It's like 380 or something like that.
I got minus 550.
Yeah. All right. Sunday, we got Broncos, Bills. What we got?
Buffalo.
I'm gonna go for the underdog. I'm gonna go Broncos.
Ooh, okay. Nice.
Damn, man, I'm torn on this one, man. I'm torn on this one because Broncos defense is okay, but they can get thrown on. I don't think the Broncos are ready yet. So as much as I want to go Broncos, I'm with Lex, man. I'm going with the Bills.
Nah, he went with the Bills. I went with the Broncos.
I mean, I'm with Wakil. I'm going with the Bills.
And the reason I'm saying the Broncos, I like the way how their defense was playing against the Chiefs.
We got a nice pot at the end of this, people. Everybody that's watching right now, we got a nice pot at the end of this. You know what I'm saying? We're doing all this right now. We're going to start from this week all the way to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Whoever get the most wins, hopefully we go head to head so that we can go, you know what I mean? We're gonna do it like that. And then if we don't win, we're gonna go by straight the schedule. Who wins it? Look at Lex's face like hell no. All right, yo. All right. Packers, Eagles, 4:30 Sunday. Who we got?
I'm going Eagles.
In the back.
Got Eagles?
I'm going Eagles.
All right. Yeah, I want to go Packers, but I can't do it. But this is the game where I know I'm going against both of y'all. Sunday night. Hail to the Commanders. at the Bucks. We know who y'all got.
I'm going Buccaneers.
You as well, Wakil, right?
I'm going Tampa Bay. It's kind of like my man said, man, you young and you not ready. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, right. All right. And then the last game, Monday night, Vikings-Rams. They just moved it to Arizona due to the wildfires. Before we go, though, I'd make that pick. Definitely would be remiss without saying everybody that's going through the wildfires, people have lost their home, they've lost their livelihood, not just their livelihood, the way of life. California don't even look the same down there in LA and all that. Whole county. Excuse me, pardon me. We're thinking about you. Y'all stay safe. Man, it's just tough. It's a tough situation, man, but it's not really natural disasters is what to blame. And obviously, we got a whole other show. We can blame who we gonna blame. We can't do it on this show but we'll go do it on the other show. Trust and believe. And Brett Favre, we coming back for you too to double back to what Lex was saying. We ain't forgot about you, Brett Favre. We gonna get your ass. We got you. We gonna get you. We ain't letting you off the hook. We gonna get you too. All right. So Vikings, Rams. Lex, who you got?
Midwest all day. Vikings.
Wakil.
I'm going with the Rams.
Oh, spicy. Damn, man. It's just a tough one right here, yo. It's a tough one, man. I'm torn about this, but damn, it's just a tough one, yo. I'm gonna take the I'm gonna go Vikings though, even though the Rams already beat them. Nah, I'm going Vikings. I'm going Rams. I'm going Rams. My bad.
Yeah, Rams.
I'm going Rams, man. I'm going Rams. So we got a chance. People got a chance here to make some headway here, man. If Lex got a chance to go up on me and Wakil in the first game, we're all going on the Ravens. Lex got another chance to go up on us against the Broncos. We all got the Eagles. I got a chance to go up on y'all against the Bucks. And then Lex again got a chance to go up against the Vikings. So Lex got a chance to jump out. Lex got a chance to jump out to a good lead in this pot. The playoff pot's what we call it. P squared, the playoff pot. Man, playoff pot.
He could be.
What you said?
He could be in the bottom.
Oh, he could be in the bottom.
Or he could be in the
bottom. He's got a chance, though. He's got a chance to jump out to a nice lead. He's got a chance to jump out to a nice lead in this wild card round of the playoffs. All right, y'all. It's been a great show. We thank you so much for joining us. We love y'all. Appreciate the support. We'll keep going. Keep this thing moving. Keep it pushing. Keep rocking with us. That's all I'm going to say. You know what I'm saying? We ain't stopping. Like I said, like, subscribe, share, comment. That's why we say comment. Let us know how we doing. You know what I'm saying? Things you want to see. Segments you want to see brought in. You know what I mean? We're here for you. It's for us. For the sports fans. Sports fanatics. By fellow sports fanatics. You know how we do on this show. Enjoy the game this weekend. Enjoy the game on Monday. We'll see y'all next week. It's been the Fanatical Massholes Show. For Insane Lex, Wakil, boy Mizzo. We out of here, man. Peace and
Rollies on my brothers in the field shining. Bitch, I got it out the mud, they ain't built like this. Sign my name up on the check, I couldn't wait there. Got me puffing on this cloud, never came there. Big faces, see the looks up on they face now. Could've been up, but you ain't stayed down. Sign my name up on the check, I couldn't wait now. Got me puffing on this cloud, never came down. Big faces, see the looks up on they face.